Greetings and welcome. Thank you for joining me here on TikTok Live with Bloom from Within Love. I go by Bloomy, and I will be moving the computer screen here momentarily. I just wanted to invite y'all in, some ambiance, nice cup of coffee or tea. All right, just to get you in that mood, to get you in that vibe. Yes, but I will be moving this to the side, no worries. Today, we're doing a general collective oracle tarot reading based on a message that I received from my spirit guides, my light team, for a specific group of collectives regarding this topic, ghosting, right? I think I put in the title, ghosting and what you need to know. Ghosting and what you need to know. So, believe it or not, it's not so much going to be about what you think. Many of you are probably going to come in and you're probably going to think it's going to be about you got ghosted and what you need to know about it, right? Actually, it's not. The message that I got was a total spin based on some things that my spirit guides, my light team, had been revealing to me about that, right? So let me turn the music down and move the screen out of y'all's way so we can kind of get into it, okay? Just wanted y'all to get a little ambiance there, right? Get you a little cuppy cup, a little jazzy jazz, a little relaxation, yes? All right. Okay, so let's move this, you guys. I wonder if I could. Yeah, I can still leave it there. All right. All right, thank you, light team. Okay, so now, you guys, welcome and thank y'all for joining. Whoever's coming in, I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. I send y'all blessings, love and light, positivity, especially those of you who come in on that high vibe, Bloomy Tribe energy, on that upliftment of that high loving energy. I just want to acknowledge you and just say, may you be well. Thank you, and may all of that upliftment and positive energy and love and light that you exude and that you give out to me and anybody else, may it be amplified to you, okay, on a time release where you need it the most in your life, right, in accordance with your higher self, okay? Thank you, thank you, thank you, okay? Once again, it's a general collective reading, you guys. It's not Q&A, but if you set your intentions, this helps me to connect to your energy. It helps me to connect to your storyline and amplifies the probability of me being able to pick up what it is you need to know or what may be on your mind if it resonates. Because it is a general collective reading, it is simply not going to resonate with everyone, okay? It just doesn't work like that. And even if it resonates, it's going to be probably bits and pieces. That's typically the way it usually works, okay? I just want to share that, to be helpful with you guys. Also, I want to share another tidbit of information for you guys. If you guys are into tarot and you're watching tarot readers and things like that, I want to share one of the reasons why I don't typically focus on the zodiac signs. And it was confirmed to me this morning that I was on track with it, because what happens with that, again, it can become convoluted. Most of us embody all of the elements, especially if you're ascending, awakening, and if you have a lot of mix in your chart. So you can show up in a reading as something other than, let's say for an example, let's say you are like my son. My son is a Scorpio, right? He was born November. He's a Scorpio. And so his sun sign, his star sign is a Scorpio, right? So we would think that, okay, in a reading, because he is a Scorpio, any Scorpionic card is going to, especially with the court cards, that is going to mean that that's representative of him. But that's not necessarily true, okay? Another tip is because, especially with love readings, most people are going to tarot for love readings. And I feel like a lot of people are probably getting thrown aback a little bit. And I'm not talking about due to an error of the reader. It's because, let's say for an example, again, like my son is a Scorpio. So let's say you're a Scorpio, right? And let's say the person on your mind that you're thinking about, let's say they're a Taurus. And then let's say you're concerned about them cheating on you. There's third party energy. Let's say that third party person is also a Scorpio, or they're also a Taurus. Do you see where, if we're relying upon the zodiac signs in and of itself, where it can become very convoluted, it can become very mixed. So one of the tips that I was given regarding that is, even when people call out the signs, which is fine, but even when you hear the signs, focus on and associate behavior. What are they saying? Because that's going to help you to point the direction to who is it assigned to. So for an example, if you know an individual, that whoever the Scorpio is, let's say you know that they're stubborn, let's say you know that they're reckless, let's say you know that they, are selfish, or, they're whatever, the things that you know about that person. Okay, so whichever Scorpio shows up in that particular reading with those traits would represent that person, right? And then the other Scorpio, for an example, let's say they're more peaceful, they're more nurturing, they're more giving, they're more caring, they're more, you know what I'm saying, from what you know of them, then now you can determine who is who in that reading. So it can become, I know this has nothing to do with what I'm here for, but I felt like it's important to share, because I do know, in fact, that there are a lot of people that get readings and they'll go, oh, well, that's the sign that they said, so that must mean, that it's that person, or that I'm supposed to do this with this person. Pay attention to the intuition of your own, and pay attention to the attributes that the reader is assigning that particular zodiac sign. Okay? Because you can get yourself caught up in a whole lot of crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because you thought they said the Scorpio was loving and kind, and so you ran your ass over, you know what I'm saying, over there thinking it was fencing to be the shiznit. But little did you know, both people that were on your mind were the same sun sign. One was corrupt, one wasn't. See, you see what I'm trying to say? So we have to just use that intuition, that higher guidance, and pay attention to what the reader is saying. Not just they said Scorpio. Okay, when they said Scorpio, what did they say about that particular Scorpio at that moment? Pay attention to the storylines. Okay, I hope that helps you guys. I'm only sharing it because I'm trying to help at least those of you who resonate with me, Bloom from Within Love, and you come here, and I'm assuming that you guys listen to a whole lot of other readers. So it's like, this will help you to like minimize some of the confusion. Okay. And I highly recommend watching readings as you're guided, whoever you're listening to, whether that's me or anybody else, because chances are, if you're just sitting 3 hours a day watching tarot readings, you're going to get so many different energies, so many different stories, so many different influences. And so I just recommend that, I know it can be addictive, but ask your higher self, God, whatever you believe, to help you to redirect your attention and your time and energy elsewhere, and to seek readings, but to seek what's more, to limit it, and what's more in resonance with your higher self, and then kind of move on, right? So that you don't find yourself kind of feeling some kind of way. All right, enough of all that. Ghosting. Here's the message. So I had been meditating for a while, and so messages typically come to me at random. So there's two things I want to say. First, ghosting. This reading is going to be about, for those of you who resonate with this, understanding that you need to learn how to start ghosting. Why you need to learn how to start ghosting, right? And whom, in other words, what types of energies or what types of in situations or circumstances that you need to give yourself permission to. And so the disclaimer with it, I was I was asked to try to be as careful and delicate so that this is not confusing, and so that it's not implying that I am saying that the guidance to you all is to be cruel, to be mean, to be vindictive, to be petty, immature. You know what I'm saying? That's not it. Okay, that's not what the message was. The reason why they gave me this message is because I'm going to give you the examples they gave me. So let's say you're on this journey and you've been doing a lot of healing, inner work, you're growing up, you're maturing, you're facing your shadow, you're developing yourself, you're changing your life. You're changing how you do things. You're really trying to incorporate things, not just on the surface. Now, you're still living life. You get yourself back out there, you know what I'm saying, in terms of trying to meet people, whether it is new friends, associates, love, potential romantic endeavors, whomever, right? Even if it's people that you've once known, okay? And let's say, based on your higher resonance, right, your guidance system, that intuition, because if you've really been doing that work, there's things that's going to be heightened for you, okay, because it's been a practice. So it's not like you haven't been, it's been a practice. So energy is going to be heightened for you. You're going to be feeling and sensing things, right? So let's say the individual, I'm going to use a very simple one, the simplest one they gave. Let's say you met someone random and you're open, lighthearted, chit-chatted, you know. But even as you engaged in that chit-chat, even though you were discreet and kind and diplomatic and all of that during that contact, right, with one another. But let's say during that contact, you sensed and felt, whether it was intuitively, whether it was in your body, whether it was your guides, whatever the case, right? And hear me out. I'm talking about a healthy space. I'm not talking about when we're stuck in trauma. I'm not talking about when we're just as some would try to claim, paranoid. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about you're in a balanced place, but you're heightened. Your intuition is heightened. You can feel things, right? So let's say you feel all that in that one encounter. This is not somebody that, you have some kind of deep, long time ago. No, like it was just a very brief. And you didn't say anything, right? Because you've learned that it's not really meant for you to. Quite often, people will take offense, especially if they don't know you, right? So you've learned that everything is not to be said. Some things are to be evaluated so that you can make the determination. Okay? In that encounter, you picked all that up like, yeah. You felt some kind of crazy whack energy. You felt like their intentions were yucky. Whatever the case, even if you didn't have all the answers. If you're anything like most empaths or people that are sensitive or caring or, overgivers, nurturers, don't want to hurt nobody because you believe in cause and effect, you believe in karma, you believe in treating people as you want to be treated. And so for a very long time, many of you would not ghost in these situations because you thought, okay, well, it will only be right and fair that I just simply send that person a text message or call them or whatever and say, I just think that, we're not vibing or we're not on the same page and we're not, what I'm saying, but I wish you well and no hard feelings and no qualms, all of those pleasantries that we know how to do. Okay. But if you look at your life in hindsight 2020, you look at situations where you've tried that in these cases, usually what ended up happening is you triggered the person. They wanted to go round for round in a conversation with you. You got nowhere with them. Some of them lashed out at you because how dare you reject them, right? So you've learned like, okay, I was just simply trying to be a decent person because I know what it feels like to be discarded and treated like something less than a human being. So I was just trying, right? But the reason why the message is saying, okay, there are certain circumstances in which you need to learn how to ghost. And it's not for the intention of being cruel to anybody in the dynamic. It's preservation of energy and focus. Also to reinforce your sovereignty, to reinforce your divine right to not have to speak with someone that you don't want to speak to if you don't want to speak to them. Okay? Especially if you feel like maybe you sense that there was a mental problem, maybe, maybe you sense some really crazy shit, but you didn't want to say that to the person, right? And again, I'm not talking about, long-standing, deep-rooted bonds or anything like that. I'm talking about this is some rando person you met, okay? You owe them nothing. And see, what we're trying to neutralize and transmute is that deep core frequency of I am obligated and I owe. You don't. In some cases, so please hear me out in totality, you guys. In some cases, that is probably the most loving thing you can do. Because some people, like I said, if there's a mental disturbance, a mental illness that individual may have, and I'm not saying it disrespectfully, you guys, if you followed me long enough, you should know what the story is that I have. I've raised my son by myself majority of his life, okay? He's 27 years old, and he was diagnosed with mild autism. So I'm by far not the person that is insensitive to any kind of mental illness or imbalance, okay? But at the end of the day, if that's a person that you can sense that there would be something unhealthy brewing because of their mental illness, right? Maybe you sensed, some kind of codependency or drainage on your energy. You felt it. Maybe you sense some dishonesty because Hioka empaths, if you're a superpower empath, the Hioka empaths, they are born, and it's weird. You guys can do your own research because it's a whole phenomenon, okay? They're born as human lie detectors. And it's unexplainable. They just know. They can feel it, they can sense it, they can see it. So they actually have struggles a lot because they can, and people get uncomfortable because some of them can pick up that the Hioka can see it. But let's say you sense that and your new intentions were, you're just not going to engage in that any further because you're trying to change your life. You're no longer wanting to invest in things that if your intuition is already giving you a leg up and giving you some heightened sensitivity dead on, straight away, your new intentions are don't fuck with it. How much pain can you think about this, you guys? And I'm going to get your cards. How much pain do you think or catastrophe that you could have averted in your life? I mean, we can't avert everything. But if you had been trained and learned how to quickly, the moment that intuition, the higher self, source, Gaia, your spirit guides kicked in for you, the moment, and I mean literally, the moment that it happened, instead of questioning it, instead of doubting it, instead of wanting to have a 3-hour PowerPoint presentation with the person that ain't gonna get it anyway about it, just simply accept it. You don't have to judge it, but just accepting it. This is what it is. This person is in this energy. I feel this. I sense this. My intuition is this. Da, 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 da. End it. Before anybody is invested, before anybody, do you see where I'm going with this? So this is why, and I know I went the long route, you guys, and I'm sorry if that's annoying, but I really wanted to bring out that it's not what it sounds like. I was asked to try to be careful so people can understand what's really been said versus what people will assume. Oh, you're saying tit for tat. Oh, you're saying be petty and vindictive and bitter and jaded and, pessimistic and negative and closed off. And no, that's not the message. That's not what they were saying. But our lives become smoother. You have a sense of peace, and they're not all scarred. Think about this. When we do this, as soon as these things happen for us, I know that in some cases we're not always getting it early on, but I'm talking about these situations, and whenever it happens, if we learn how to move quick, and stop dilly-dallying. Stop dilly-dallying in our own minds. Stop allowing ourselves to be gaslit and questioning our own sense of reality. You know what I'm saying? Like, quick. You eliminate wasting that person's time, wasting your time. You eliminate soul bonds and ties. You eliminate a lot of toxicity, a lot of drama, a lot of static. Because maybe what you're sensing is there is no compatibility. Maybe what you're sensing is your energy don't vibe with their energy and vice versa. Right? With those of you that I'm channeling for, your new intentions have been, okay, I'm recreating my whole world. I want to invite and manifest connections unlike what I have lived. And if that's what I really want to do, then I'm going to have to change how I have lived. I'm going to have to change from within, but I'm also going to have to change my decision making. I'm going to have to change my approach. I'm going to have to empower myself, strengthen myself, stand my ground, and honor the self. If something's not feeling right to the self, and honor to the self, showing source in the universe that you really meant your intention. This is why. Because caring people can get caught up in loops. I'm telling you. Loops after loops, because empaths, Hyoki and all forms of empaths, they attract a lot of types of energies and beings that are attracted to them because they need their energy or their healing and whatever that is that the Hyoka or the empaths have come with, right? I'm not trying to make it seem like the empaths are like, oh, no, it's all source energy, but it's science, you guys. It's law of attraction. It's science. I promise you this. It's all science. It's all vibration. And so usually lower vibratory people, no disrespect. And when I say low vibratory, fear, ego base, 3D, reptilian brain, toxicity, trauma, locked down in that survival mode, energy, frequency, right? They on the opposite spectrum like a battery. Think about that. So, of course, empath, Hyoka, especially one that has done their own healing work within themselves. Okay? Empath, Hyoka. somebody that's maybe in a lot of pain and trauma that they're not dealing with. Often there's a draw because they need, and when people aren't healthy and ready, it turns into something that's codependent and exploited. Drains you of time, drains you, you know what I'm saying? So we have to be mindful of that. Especially you guys when it comes to personal relationships. This is a lesson. I still got big old knots all over my head. Huge ones. It's one thing to be of service to the collective, such as what I do with Bloom from Within Love, and those who come to me in that capacity. But it's another thing in terms of my intimate, up close and personal friendships, people that I want to date, people that I want to hang out with. They need to be operating in the level of healthiness, or else it can turn into an unhealthy dynamic. And if we can catch this stuff straight away and just say, end it, in accordance with your guidance. Now, if your guidance is not telling you to ghost, then of course you don't. But this reading is specifically regarding ghosting and why it needs to happen, when it needs to happen, why it needs to happen, and the types of individuals that you need to be open to the possibility. Okay, so enough of the discussion. I asked my light team to please help me. I'm trying to get organized, and my goal is to just do 3 uploads a day, 2 shorts and then 1 live, and and I'm trying to minimize my lives, but it'd be hard, y'all. It'd be hard to just, okay, I'm in, let me do it. 20 minutes. Okay, thank you for joining. If it resonates, thank you. I have a hard time. But I'm practicing. I'll get better. I promise you guys, I'll get better. I'll figure out something. I'll ask my light team of some kind of a strategy to make it where, the readings are just 20 minutes, and then I'll do discussions on another video or something. I'm gonna see. So just bear with me, okay? All right. So, ghosting. What's going on, light team? Let's get the messages. I got the cards out that you guys asked me to prior to being on camera. For the collective that is resonating with this message regarding ghosting, who, what, when, and why they would be asked by their light team to ghost. I just saw honesty at the bottom of the deck. So what I'm picking up already, it's already coming in strong. Okay, so because a lot of people can't handle the truth. Okay, when you can sense and discern that you encountered a situation with a person that even if you were to put sugar, whipped cream, strawberries, chocolate sprinkles, nuts, and everything on your presentation, that they still would not be able to handle the honesty. If you're really sensing that, to try to have that kind of a discussion is going to cause more conflict, more fights, and this person you're not even closely tied to. So these would be cases where you can sense an individual, they won't accept your honesty. For an example, I'm going to give a good example. We may not like that somebody tell us, they don't want to be with you. They don't want to date you. They want someone else, right? But most of us, if you've been doing this kind of work, you really can handle it if it's done in a respectful manner. You may hurt. It still may kind of hurt your feelings or something. But if you're relatively mature and that person did it respectfully, like I said, with sugar, strawberries, whipped cream, you know what I'm saying? If they did it with some kind of honor and regard to you, most of us that have been on this journey, you can handle that honesty. Even if you don't like it. Somebody saying, hey, you're a wonderful person. Thank you so much for, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. But I just don't think, you know what I mean? You may cry. You may be like, well, why? Well, what did I do? Or what's wrong with me? But hey, at the end of the day, if they try to really give you that honor, you would accept the honesty. But there are a lot of people, you guys, no matter how old they are and what they are proclaiming to be like, have an issue. They take it as rejection. And I know it's like a form of it, but it's not really. I mean, it is, but it's like, how badly can you be hurt, especially by somebody that you barely just met? You know what I'm saying? Now, in the case of relationships, that's a little different. But being able to take rejection is a part of life. It's a part of, growth. It's a part of development. It's a part of being an adult. Everybody ain't going to always accept us and like us. Every job we apply for is not going to want us. Every man or woman we like ain't going to like us. Everybody, I don't care what we have, what we've accomplished, how fine we think we are, whatever. Woo. Like at some point, you feel me? But that's why, okay? And then look, and here's choice as I'm cutting the deck. Choice. You have the right to your choice. And so if you feel like, something is off. And I'm not talking about foolery and bullshit or excuses. So please take the things that I say with balance and wisdom. Your guidance is kicking in, right? You have a right to choose. Like, I'm not going to do it. I'm not. I'm not finna send a goodbye text. I'm not finna send, thank you for... No. And you have a right to your choice. Many empaths were conditioned to believe that they didn't have a right to their choice. That they were here simply for the purposes and the benefits of others. And that's just a lie. Also, if you feel like something is trying to take you off focus. And again, I'm talking about the healthy versions of this. I'm not talking about when we're in fear. Okay, that's a little different. But when you can sense energetically like, oh, this person is a distraction. Bless their hearts. May they be well. No judgment. But where I am on my journey and where they are, I can see where this is going. Yeah, meditation. Reflective. And believe it or not, I want to say this, you guys, meditation can be 60 seconds. Did you know that? Did you guys know that? We have all these conditionings and programs. Look at the rigidity. So as I was saying, meditation can be 60 seconds. And so what I mean by that is as you're living life and you encounter something, you have a conversation or whatever, your intuition might kick in. The meditation would be a moment of stillness, 60 seconds. And you may sense and feel right there. Especially if you've been practicing this more and more as your life, right? Also, you have a right to choose ghosting when you can sense people are rigid. I have rigid at the bottom of the deck. So sometimes people are very rigid in their energy, rigid in their conversation, rigid in their mindset. And, when they're rigid like that and you feel it, it's like, okay, yeah. There's nothing I can say. This person is rigid. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. How much energy we save and become more and more a success when we learn how to do this more and more. And I am swallowing this for myself. The messages I get, I'm usually not a part of it. I'll just get downloads or messages or a collective. But I even receive this because it's something that I can resonate with, and we got to learn how to practice more. I haven't mastered this. This is something that I've been practicing, though. I can say that. I can certainly say that I have been practicing it. I've been kind of watching myself and how I'm changing and how I'm navigating a lot differently. And it's a little shocking to me, because I was, like I said, as a Hioka empath, I was conditioned in another way. But it's kind of like the healed Hioka is coming up out of me now. So it's like, you know, and kind of just, you know, going with the flow. And it's not even like I be mad. That's the funny part. Like in some of these things, it's like you don't always be mad. Like I just be like, oh, okay. At least I didn't waste, you know what I'm saying, 6 years on no bullshit. Trying to get some rigid person to not be rigid. You know what I'm trying to say? At least I let it go in honor to them and in honor to myself. Simple as that. All right. Thank you, team. Help me out. What do we need to know from this deck? We're talking about ghosting. For the collective, this is for. What message you guys want with this deck? What's going on with the collective? Perhaps let's start there. Their energy. Show me their energy. Oh, there it is. Look. So for you guys, look at this. You're building up your confidence in life. You know, you've transformed. You're healing. You've healed. This is the reason why you need to become, or it'll serve you well, I should say. I don't like to say need to. It would serve you well to become comfortable with ghosting when you are intuitively guided in a higher vibrational sense. I'm not talking about avoidance, scapegoating, because some people have that as a pattern. That's the toxic form of it. We're not talking about that. So please, you guys hear me loud and clear. There are people who have a pattern of ghosting because they don't want to deal with life. They don't want to deal with conflict. They don't want to deal with facing things that they have done, right? That's a little different energy. I'm talking about when you ain't done nothing. You met somebody. You picked up on an energy. Boom. Or even if you were in a relationship, it became toxic. You went round for round. The rigidity was there. You tried to have a conversation with these people. You tried to bring healing into dynamics. You tried to lay things on the table. You tried to express your feelings in the cases where there were relationships, but they did what? They gaslit you. They tried to make you question your reality. They denied any parts of, you know, their behavior or yada yada. And so even in the scenarios of long-standing connections, your intuition is still going to kick in and tell you, okay, do you want to keep going round for round? Do you keep want to have the same conversation? Do you keep want to doing this? I mean, have you caught on yet? Sometimes it's just best to, hey, I tried to heal it with this person. I tried to have an adult conversation. I tried to bring everything out on the table. I tried to, you know what I'm saying, express my feelings and emotions, and they're not interested in it. That's a telltale sign that they need to be ghosted. Individuals who are not interested in how you feel, but they claim to love you. Yeah, think about that, okay? You guys are you're building up your confidence. That's what's happening with most of you all's energy. So this is the why. Okay, that's what it is. Thank you, team. This is the why. What do we have, team? Ah, yeah, look it. The why is because you're closing out chapters. The why you need to ghost. You're ending chapters of codependency. You're ending chapters of toxicity. You're ending chapters of operating in a lower fear, ego-based energy. You're ending chapters of allowing yourself to be taken advantage of, abused, misused, right? 12, breaking down to a 3, is a master number, where actually 3 represents like the Trinity and the ascended masters. So you guys are wrapping things up. This is why your guidance is coming in and say, hey, you guys, you're closing those cycles. That's the old way. That's the old you. That's your why. Why you need to. Because you got focus. You're going somewhere. Okay? You guys are recreating, manifesting. You're trying to keep that laser sharp focus right there. Okay? Fire, baby. Eye of the tiger. Right? All right, so this is why. Thank you, Light Team. Now, again, what's going on with the collective? Their energy. The collective's energy, and then we'll get who? The collective's energy. Where they're at, please and thank you, that resonate with this reading. That you guys are asking them to become okay with ghosting when guided. The collective's energy, please, Light Team. Yeah. You're in a place, again, in your life where you're becoming empowered. You're embracing your light and dark aspects, your yin and your yang, your shadow. You're in a place of realizing that you have free will. Okay? And that may be brand new for some of you. Okay? This is where you are. This is the why. Let's get who. What kinds of individuals represented in this deck, team, that you guys are asking the collective to be okay with. Yeah. There it is. So 2 messages is already coming out straight away, way clear. So individuals, first of all, that you can sense, no matter what kind of pretense and arrogance that they try to portray to the world. Right? But there's something in you that you can sense they have a low self-worth. And because they have a low self-worth, chances are they're going to project things off onto you. Chances are they're going to look at you like an enemy. Chances are they're going to be competitive with you, even if they're not consciously aware of this. Okay? And you're going to see it and sense it. The flip side is any individuals that try to attack your self-worth. And if you sense that frequency, if you can sense it, no matter how subtle it is, that they're trying to tear at your self-worth and value in some way because of their own insecurity to somehow try to elevate themselves, then no matter who it is, I'm gonna just put that on the record, okay? Your team is asking you to become comfortable, feel your feelings, but be open with there may be chances that they guide you because of that assault. Ghost them. Because they have no pure intention here. And all they're gonna do is keep trying to tear at you. So you can sit there and be trying to talk to them purple and blue in the face because you're in a loving energy. But they don't have that same intent. We have to become okay with realizing that not everybody's intent is pure all the time. And hear me out. It's just because of where they're at. That's all I'm trying to say. They can be in their trauma, their inner child wounding, blinded to their pain, blinded. Do you feel what I'm trying to say? Unawakened and refusing to deal with anything within themselves. So they go about life bullying people, projecting shit on people, blaming people. And when you sense that, that's a green light from your team that you don't have to have a conversation about it to the person. You don't need to make them feel bad. You don't need to, chances are they won't be able to see it anyway. So rather than wound them any further or allow yourself to be wounded by them, ghost. Where you guys are, the types of individuals, and why. Okay? Stealth mode. Sometimes invisible is not bad. And I'm not talking about the hiding, but since we're talking about this topic of ghosting, when you sense foul play, when you sense something off, it's almost like I hate to use such extremes because, of course it's not always to that magnitude, you guys, but let's just use it like that movie, The Scary Movie. with the dizzy hole and shit. You know what I'm saying? I love them. I love the scary movies. The Wayans, right? Like on the first one, like, you know what I'm saying? It's likened unto that. Like she was given signs, and we're going to liken your intuition and your guidance to those signs. She was given signs that the killer was over there. She was given like 4 like choices of weapons and then a banana. She was given, you know. So, you know, I'm trying to humor it up here, but it's the same thing. So it's like, okay, well, the signs had said that the killer was over there and you went. Because you thought you was going to make him reform. The sign said, "Ho, run that way," and you ran the other. The sign said you have your choices of how you can handle this. You have a gun, you have a knife, you have this, and then you have a banana. Let's liken the banana to compassion and being soft and sweet and thinking that, oh, I'll give him a banana and he won't kill me. No. Going ghost. Going ghost. No. All right, team. So for where the collective is, the type of people, and the why, could we get some more messages for my beautiful collective, please? Okay. Yep. Bear with me, you guys. What time is it? Okay, yeah, I'm good. Because I'm like, ooh, I got an appointment. But I'm good. I'm like, dang it, Brandy. I'm good. We're good, y'all. I'm okay. Thank you, team. They're all telling me, relax. I can hear my guys. They're like, relax. You're all right. It's just that I'm trying to do better. I'm trying to do like self-improvement and things. And you know what I'm saying? Being more accountable. Okay, so yeah. This goes along with what we just saw. Okay, so as I cut the deck, again, remember how I told y'all we keep seeing the sun come out in y'all readings lately? For whatever reason, no matter which decks I use, how many times I switch up and how many times I shuffle, you guys have been getting a pattern of the sun, the star, in almost every reading. So that's very powerful. That's very illuminating. That's about awakening. It's about happiness. It's about success. It's about elevating, becoming a rising star. It's about healing, you know, all of these things. So going ghost is so that you can preserve your happiness here. Whoever sent, I thought I saw something flash on the screen. I'm gonna get some glasses. Whoever sent that, thank you, because I can't see jack right now. But so it's to preserve your happiness. And guess what? As ironic as it sounds, the very person or situation you ghost is also preserving theirs in a way, because it wouldn't be a happy dynamic when there's toxicity, a lot of, you know, negative energy, even if they don't perceive it that way, because they have to go their journey and they have a right to make their perspective choices in life, right? So it's to preserve that. And then you guys are on the brinks of success. Like we said, why here? You're wrapping up cycles with those conclusions because here comes the sun. Okay, and on this side, we got, again, that releasing of the old. So it's just confirmed, like what it was saying. It's like releasing the old way of doing things, because the old way has only gotten you the same things. I know we don't like to hear that cliche or that quote that says the definition of insanity is by doing the same things over and over again, but expecting things to turn out differently. That applies to our approach to things, our attitudes about things, everything. How we go about friendships, how we go about connections. You know what I'm saying? If we do it exactly the same, that is only proven to what? Sometimes we got to get that gut-wrenching real with ourselves. Not in the name of like beating up on ourselves, but just in the name of that awareness, like, okay, you can be sugary, syrupy, sweet all you want. Maybe that's a role and a character you're taking on for protection from your inner child. Because maybe people wouldn't harm you if you know what I'm saying, do extra and shit. That's an inner child wound that most empaths have. So niceness should be authentic, and it should be healthy and balanced with wisdom. So yeah, I invite y'all to, if you feel guided, to touch the screen. I told y'all, I found out that if you touch the screen on the lives, you get happies, you get likes, you get like whatever it is. I didn't even know it did that, but I did find out. I was like, well, that's kind of cool. You can just touch the screen and send like a I don't know, like a happy face or whatever. So I appreciate it if you're guided, because y'all know me, how I roll. I just wanted to invite y'all to do it and to share it if you feel like you know anybody could benefit on this kind of a reading, of course. Okay, if you feel guided. Yeah. We got to do things differently. And that sometimes means the uncomfortable, right? The uncomfortable. Who wants to ghost somebody? Let's keep it 100, especially if you're a freaking empath. Empaths have a hard time with this kind of stuff. It's not our natural state. Our natural template that's not it. Our natural state is constant loyalty. Our natural state is very, compassionate, because that's just the design. So these changes are uncomfortable for empaths. People that are comfortable with ghosting, yeah, that's a little red flag. I'm just going to say that. Like, who become super comfortable with it, to a fault is what I mean. Where it's like it's almost heartless. And that's not what we're talking about here. Okay? That's not. Dang, we keep seeing arrow. Surround yourself with protective energy. Look, dang, that's why I saw it. Okay, so it's about protecting your energy. The reason why your team is asking you to become okay when you feel guided to ghost, because in some cases, like we saw right here, it is about protecting your energy. And when I even want to change the language. Protection. Let's say it's shielding. It's buffering. Because we have an intuitive system for a reason. Just because we're divine beings, it doesn't mean that we are to disregard any kind of higher wisdoms and say, hey, left, right, up, down. You know what I'm saying? So it's more about shielding, buffering. The alerts come for a reason. Okay? Whether we fully got all the full details and facts or not. You guys remember this. Humans can lie. Frequency, vibration, and energy does not. Yep, High Priestess. See, y'all in that High Priestess energy and shiznit. You heard me? You guys are mystics. So, that's another reason. The High Priestess knows. That's the whole role of a High Priestess. She knows shit. She know. And the High Priestess is there to give you the awareness, but we have to action it. And I feel like that's why Source and the light teams are coming in and saying, okay, but it's still your free will. It's still up to you to action. Even when the High Priestess come in, even when your ancestors or your higher soul's resonance is speaking to you with the voice of your soul, it's still up to you. That's the whole thing. So that's why they're asking that some of you become comfortable or okay when you feel guided to ghost. Going ghost, right? Boom. Because you guys are wise. You have grown in your current situations. All right, team, what we have for choices here regarding what's going on with the collective's energy. What's the message over there? Choices. What's the messages? Dang. The Empress. Okay, you guys are loving on yourself. This Empress energy is surrounding you. Okay, Earth Mother, feel loved and comforted. You realize that you have a choice to feel loved and comforted, and you want to choose situations and connections in your life that is going to support, not take away from, not aggravate, not go against, not antagonize, but support you feeling loved and comforted with that choice and what's going on in the collective's energy. Okay? You're doing self-care. Many of you are glowing up with this energy. Some of you may be pregnant. Don't have to be, but I just saw that there. It can also represent your birthing, you're creating, you're intuitive, right? And so you realize you have a choice to surround yourself with things that is going to support this loving energy. Okay? Because you're facing your fears. He kind of hot. Anyways, ain't he though? Anyway, y'all. Hunter, you're tracking down. You guys, this is called, to me, this is like shadow work. Fears and desires, shadow work, who you are, becoming one with yourself and who you are and what's coming against what you want, right? And in this Empress energy, you guys can sense and see when people are coming at you in the wrong energy, when they're coming at you from fear, or when they're coming at you just to simply get their desire met. You can sense when people are primitive. And I don't mean that disrespectfully. I mean that that's as far as they can go. That's where their consciousness is. That's what they're operating from, period, point blank, the end. And there's going to be no conversation that's going to change that. Because you guys are clearing some Akashic record shit. You guys are clearing some things on epigenetic quantum level. Toxicity, you know what I'm saying? Abuse, toxic dynamics. You know what I'm saying? Codependency, domestic violence, dysfunctionality. Yeah, that's what you guys are. Because that's what came over here on your guys' energy. Whoever this reading is for, that came out on y'all side. Yep. Because you look at, you guys, oh, look at this. This is beautiful. So you guys are shifting your perspective, right? But, ooh, air sign. You guys may be dealing with air sign. You may be air sign. Don't have to be, but I just saw air guardian. Okay. But really the air element simply just represents the communication plane, the mental plane, right? You're shifting your perspective here, and you're starting to realize that everything is perception, and that you can't shift other people's perception. You can't shift that. That's an inside job, right? All you can do is be an example, but essentially it is an inside job, right? You've shifted your perception about relationships. So, you know, that's why your guidance systems are coming in and saying, hey, you've already shifted your perception. So you're going to, you know, it'll serve you to become okay when you're feeling guided to ghost. Right? All right. Thank you, Light Team. Now, for the types of people here in the middle with this self-worth, can we speed it up, team? Help me. With this self-worth, help me speed it up, Light Team. See, ooh, this is good. Okay, so you're the light. Those that are resonating with this reading, all right? You're the light. It says, White Witch, be the light. You're the light. And because of that, you're standing guard regarding your self-worth. But equally so, because of this, right, you have to understand, or it's going to serve you well to understand that there are some people with your peacekeeper energy, right? Your awareness, your expanded understanding, that not everybody is in that frequency. Some people have to be right. They need to be right because they lack a self-esteem here, low self-worth. And when in these situations, the guidance is all you can do is be the light, but you got to let it go. Just be in you, because sometimes this triggers people. I talk about this. Also, sometimes the empath's incessant need to try to keep the peace grows toxic. Empaths know how to, they're open-minded, so they can see things at different angles. Oh, okay. Like, for example, they'll go, oh, okay, I understand that. Oh, I could see that. Like they're kind of like that kind of energy. But a lot of people that are in a lot of low frequency and toxicity, especially if they're having narcissistic type traits, that's not how they operate. So because of the self-worth, this is why the guidance is be okay with ghosting, because you'll continue to be the light. Let go of your need to be right. Let go of your need to try to prove any kind of point. There's nothing to prove. Just be the light. Nothing to prove. But don't stay in situations where individuals are more provoked in a negative way because of their low self-worth. And so they try to start attacking yours because you are the light. Right? Let it go. Going ghost. All right, so the why over here with the conclusions for the collective that this is for, light team. Please and thank you. Help me to get shorter winded here, please, team. Please. Thank you. Light team. Okay, that's too many, team. But I'll take it because I took the other ones. So, look it. Intuition. Through your intuition, taking note of your intuition, you guys are wrapping up old cycles and old ways and old patterns of doing things. Okay? Because you do see from eagle view. You do see from a higher perspective. Because you are trusting and you are thriving. That's where you're heading. Because again, look at all these intuition cards. You're following the voice of your soul. So you're wrapping up all these old conclusions to, cycles, chapters, to follow the voice of your soul. You have all of this insight, higher perspective, intuitive messages, voice of the soul, trusting and thriving. Right? Realizing that, yes, okay, I got to get a little bit more comfortable with ghosting and trusting and thriving, because perhaps that's a blockage. Perhaps whatever that is, it's not going to serve my highest good. It's not going to serve theirs neither. So, yeah. I like that. Thank you, team. All right, let me do this quicker, faster. Oh, where we at? Okay. Help me. Okay, so this is what's going on in the collective's energy, right, team? Okay. All All right. From Kipper. The highest frequency, benevolence, accurate. Guidance, please, light team. Whatever you guys want to be revealed here. In accordance with their highest heart, highest and greatest good. All right. Over here with the collective's energy light team with the choices and the earth mother, this empress energy, this hunter energy. Interesting, masculine and feminine. So it's like a yin yang balance here. Okay. Alchemy. Okay. From Kipper, what is going on with the collective over here, light team? From the Kipper, highest vibrational, intuitively guided, represented message, please. From Kipper's perspective here, what's going on from Kipper? The collective that's resonating with this first column. Interesting. Reflective mode. So a couple things I'm picking up here. A lot of spirituality, 16 breaking down to a 7. So like ascension, thought mode. You guys are in thought mode, reflective mode. But also currently, due to some of the elevations and things that are happening for some of you, there are people thinking of you. Okay? That's kind of surrounding your energy. Because some people see you as the privileged lady. But don't take it offense, because you could be a guy. So they may see you as the privileged man. There's that 3 again. There's 12, 12, 12, 12, 12. Significance, okay? And then 3, the Ascended Masters. Oh, shucks. All right, so for the column regarding the types of individuals, you guys are saying to be considered ghosted, to ghost. Oh, me, oh my. This is good. Oh, look at this. Shiznit. Shiznit. Well, below me down. So it came out for the column of individuals that are being asked to be ghosted. False people. When you sense that they're fake fucks. Can't make it up. Courtship came out. So for some of you, it's about when you sense that people don't want to, if it's a dating situation, that they, it doesn't feel like a good match. They don't want to court you properly in accordance with your own resonance, right? Ghost. For others, it's more like situations where people lie about courtships or relationships. Ghost. Okay. People who pretend, and you can sense that they're pretending because it's by the false person here. Pretending for maybe some wrong reasons, coming at you for courtship for some wrong reasons, and you can sense it. Ghost. Going ghost. People that are married. I hate to say it, but this is the column that says, we asked, this is the column where Source and the light team is saying for us to be a little more open to the thought of perhaps ghosting. And courtship came out. So it can be people in committed relationships. Only take what resonates now. But I can't help but think that, the card says courtship. And then it's number 4, which in tarot, if it was the 4 of Wands, it would represent marriage. You know what I'm saying? Or a commitment. People who have secret lives, secret wives, secret husbands, secret families, but want to court you. Ghost people who want to make you a mistress or mister, right? That's if that resonates with you, right? Because it's false and it will only imprison you. You'll end up finding out the real truth anyway with message. Empty family, empty home, empty connection, dishonor. Yeah. Well, the false person was at the bottom. Okay, light team, the column over here with the conclusions for the why ghost. The why. From the Kipper, the why. Over here with conclusions for the collective. The why. From the Kipper, the why. Dang. Privileged lady. Why is because you guys are the privileged lady. And you're ending cycles, chapters, because you are going into this privileged lady energy. Okay, despair came out right behind it. The why, because you don't want to end up in despair. Getting okay with ghosting when you feel intuitively guided. This is the why area, because you don't want to end up in despair, and because sometimes in this case with the middle column, you can sense that some individuals are only there because they're in despair. Like they need to go seek healing, inner work, the therapist chair. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect. But that's where that codependency energy kicks in at, because instead of dealing with it, seeking it through connection, but refusing to heal. Right? So it's twofold. The why is because you don't want to end up in despair by ceasing to follow your intuition as quickly as you can. But also because some people are only bringing a despair energy. They have nothing to give to you. They have nothing to contribute in a high vibrational way. And they're only coming because they're in despair. In some cases, again, take it only as it resonates, okay? Take it only as it resonates. Because see, many of you, this is the why area, right? Many of you are manifesting a lot. You know, you're manifesting some kind of a male or a masculine energy. You're manifesting great fortune because you have been working hard. So many of you are experiencing unexpected income. Okay. Again, some of you may be pregnant. Some of you may be healing the inner child, you know, trying to grow up and develop. And you guys are being asked to be okay with ghosting people who are childish. People who are married and have secret, you know, lives. Or they don't want to offer you the level of commitment you are asking for or deserve. People who lack maturity, because you guys are manifesting maturity, right? People who are unstable, who are only looking to connect to you because they're trying to survive. You guys are trying to rebuild a strong foundation for yourself, starting afresh, because you're in high honor here and you're not trying to get imprisoned. Okay, that's the why. You're getting messages from source, and they will continue to let you know when people are being false, wearing masks. When people, you know, there's external influences of toxic community. Trying to get people to do stuff for money reasons. Yeah. All right, team. Where am I on time? Boom. Okay. Now they want me to give you guys tarot for each column. Thank you, light team. 6 of Pentacles. Death. All right, so you guys are going through major transformation. It's a death to the imbalances in your life. Yep, I now see the Two of Cups, Six of Pentacles, Two of Cups. So you guys are creating healthy, balanced, loving connections. Quickly with that Knight of Swords. Six of Cups. Some of you are manifesting soulmate energy. Past life, nostalgic, deep connections. Choices in love. Many of you are going to be presented with more than one option and choice. Passionate communication with this Page of Wands. A lot of flirtation. Saw the Moon. Intuition, subconscious fears, illusions, secrets. Many of you are being asked to become okay with being led or guided to ghost people that you sense are being sketchy. That your intuition is alerting you that there are secrets. To become okay with being able to ghost without needing to gather facts. In some cases, there are so many of us that have gone down these journeys and trying to be more logical, wanting to gather and collect facts. But you have individuals that have managed to manipulate and bully everybody around them to keep their secrets. So when that's the case, you end up expending a lot of your energy, your time, your focus on trying to investigate and trying to gather facts. But if your intuition is on tilt and on point, your higher selves are telling you this is a part of the growth. This is a part of the rites of passage, of honoring that internal guidance system. Many of you are being asked to become okay if you're intuitively guided to go ghost because you know somebody is hiding something from you. Okay? And maybe that's a part of facing your fear. The fear of what if I'm wrong fear. But what if I'm wrong? 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 And you spend day in and day out trying to research and investigate something that you may not ever get, or at least for another 10 years. And what a waste of your precious energy and time and focus. The first column, light team. Over here with choices. What's going on in the collective's energy, represented by tarot. For the collective, that's, yep, look. Ace of Cups, bright new beginnings. Water energy, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. The universe is stepping in you guys' life to pour love back into your life where it has been overexpended and exploited. Right? This is a self-love card as well. That goes with that Empress energy. So currently what's going on with you guys are on a new beginning of love. Feeling emotionally fulfilled and soothed. Emotional fulfillment within yourself. And emotional choosing things with the choices that's going to be fulfilling. That's going to equally give to you. That you're not giving and then they're giving you back some dirty, mucky water. And you're giving them some clean and pure water. If they're giving you any water at all. You hear me? You guys are manifesting and learning that balance and receiving, manifesting, receiving what you have given out and what you continue to give. Okay, that is what's currently going on with you guys that's resonating with the reading. You're holding back. Four of Pentacles. You are holding back earth energy from any situation or circumstance or people that are not coming with a purity of love. You're holding back. That's a part of it. Going ghost. Middle column, light team. For the type of individuals. Dang. Look at this. Ten of Swords. Air energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Look at this. Hell, to hell with being stabbed in the back. They were portrayed in the front. So many of you are being guided to, you know what I'm saying, be okay with ghosting individuals that betrayed you. And worse yet, that betrayed you in your front. And what I mean by that is, it wasn't even behind your back. That's how callous and careless it was. It was in your front, in your face. Okay? Because they have lessons. Listen, it's not what it seems. They have lessons to learn, my dear beautiful souls. They have lessons to learn about treating people in such a way. We all have lessons, don't we? So, but you guys are being asked and guided to learn how to be okay in the name of self-worth here. Okay? Going ghost. People that are prone to try to betray you, which goes along with that false person card. The smile in your face all the while they want to take your place card. Smiling at you, liking your shit, making nice comments, but secretly strategizing against you. And your intuition tells you they're going to betray you. And I'm not talking about paranoia. We're talking about intuition. Tells you they're going to betray you. Going ghost. Ghost. Preemptive strike. Going ghost. Okay. Also, people, again, it's a theme here. People who only come around to you because they are brokenhearted and betrayed. Like, start to follow that intuition. Like, okay, are they here because they've went another round with some toxic fuck? You know what I'm saying? And they got betrayed. And that's the only reason why in which they're there. Going ghost, ask yourself the question, follow that intuition. Had things worked perfectly in any other scenario, would they be back? That is the question. Would they be thinking of you? Would they be calling you? Would they be enemy? Any dynamic. Just think about this, you guys. In fairness, any dynamic with certain types of people that your intuition in times past have been trying to show you things. And they have had a pattern of going ghost on you, haven't they? They had a pattern of when things were well for them, or they felt like they got what they wanted or what they needed, they really had little to no interest in you, right? And they only circle around and round. It's only when they've suffered some form of a betrayal. So is that a truly Ace of Cupsy situation? Or is it more survival? I've gotten betrayed and I need the empath to make it better. Going ghost. And look, and that is the truth with the Ace of Swords. Cut. Going ghost. Impure motive. All right, light team. Lastly, the Y column here. The Y column. Please and thank you for the collective. The Y column. Boom. Yeah, baby. Now we got masculine energy. We have feminine over here with the Empress. And now we got masculine. Fire. Here's the Y. Because many of you, even if you're feminine, you're in masculine, passionate energy because you're co-creating. The masculine King of Wands is, if it's a higher vibration, then they're go-getters, man. They set goals and they freaking accomplish them. They are extremely charismatic, know who they are, not afraid to go for the gusto, mature when they're in the high vibration. The other message is you guys are ending cycles with people and situations that were only coming at you just simply for passion. No cups, no water, no emotion, no love, what they can get out of you and from you. your creativity, your sexuality, your beauty, your gifts, your crafts. I mean, hey, I hate to say it, people do be on that tip too, because they don't want to cultivate their own creativity. So, it's coming to a conclusion. You guys are wrapping it up. This is the why. The why is because you're ending cycles with things that are just purely based in passion, no heart. Because you're not trying to end up in despair, no matter what the dynamic is. Because you're a privileged lady and you are activating your passions and going forward with your goals and dreams. And so why, Ghost? Because you don't want nothing interrupting that flow. Because look, and now we got the Four of Wands at the bottom of the deck, which is the commitment card. Again, fire energy, because you want something that is solid and stable. You don't want something that's fake as fuck. You don't want something, that has to be some kind of weird, scary secret here and shit with the weird clothes on. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be sacrificed. You don't want to sacrifice a solid, healthy commitment or a solid, foundation, friendship, loveship. You don't want to sacrifice having that. That is your why. You're ghosting because you're not willing to sacrifice creating and establishing a healthy foundation. You've come to grow to realize that it's just not worth it to entertain things that is going to sabotage my goals and intentions. That has a potential to. So I'm a preemptive strike. Before things get crazy, if my intuition is guiding me quickly, based on this middle column here, going ghost because I am protecting my intention, what I have worked on and worked towards, and keeping space for that to be able to come into my life. Right? Yeah. I don't even feel guided to do no clarifiers or nothing. We gonna get you some, yeah. Woo, y'all. This is a good reading. I know it feels some kind of way, you guys, but I promise you, when I was getting the guidance and message, it don't even feel like that to me. It's really more about the empowerment. That's what I feel about it. Like self-worth, self-respect, empowerment, freedom, choice. You know what I'm saying? Wisdom, even respecting the choices of these other individuals. Because, again, it's not about attacking them, right? It's about realizing you don't want the toxicity, or it's not jiving with your resonance, right? And then when people that straight up false person, it's like, well, who wants to deal with a fucking false person? You know what I'm saying? Who willfully wants to? You feel me? So it's not about being mean, right? Because you guys realize it's time to release negativity with the full moon in Scorpio. That's the death and transformation card right there. It's like it's time, and a part of letting go of negativity is preemptive strike of going ghost as you're moving forward in your life, when you are highly intuitively being guided to do so, in the name of making better choices, in the name of doing things differently. It's not vengeance. We don't want to be in that energy. That's not what we're talking about. It's not vindictiveness. We don't want to be in that energy. It's not that. See, look, you guys are looking at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius, and the bigger picture is that you are here for a purpose. Many of you have goals. And you just don't have patience and time for individuals that you sense straight away are on some bullshit, you know, whether they are consciously fully aware of that or not. Because some of you feel like you've been robbed, you know, of time. And you know what I'm saying? You look at your life and you feel like, if I had put so much energy into myself and followed my intuition and honored myself, how much could I had accomplished? How much pain could I had averted? You know what I'm saying? Had I really honored myself and have been doing this a long time ago, versus constantly trying to keep these kind of middle column people in my life due to some kind of sense of obligation, familiarity, codependency, addiction, fear. You know what I'm saying? You are good enough. And that's a part of why you guys are being guided. Like, be okay with that, because you're good enough. Full moon in Virgo. You're good enough for what you desire. You're good enough for desiring and creating healthy connections and not wanting anything less than that. No matter how casual, no matter how new, no matter how basic. Many of you are very close to achieving your goals here. That's another reason why they're saying be okay with going ghost. Because people can sense and feel energy. And all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? When shit is on, you know what I'm saying? And here come, yeah. I'm going to be quiet, light team. Y'all know where I'm going. They weren't thinking about the collective when the, you know what I'm saying? Oh, they talked about the collective, gossiped about the collective, lied on the collective. Yeah. Didn't think the collective was good enough. Didn't have the mindset of a win-win. And my collective I'm channeling for, they have a mindset of win-win. Librian energy, justice energy. They look for fairness for all involved. And not everybody operates in that kind of energy. That's the reason why they're asking you guys to be okay with going ghost. Not everybody has that perspective. You guys are surrendering to the divine. We have to accept not everybody is. That's the bottom line truth. We have to accept that. We may want to think and hope and believe, but not everybody is. This is why intuition helps. And you are safe. Okay? You and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. It's safe for you to go ghost. It actually heightens your safety because you're not overexposing yourself to unnecessary toxicity more than you have to be. If that makes sense. Because people, listen, you guys, it's all about energy, right? Every one of us are making choices. And so what happens is, with all of our choices, there's the cause and the effect. So we all have energy around us. We all have things that we're carrying based on our attraction, law of attraction, our daily attitudes, our daily practices, our daily choices, whether or not we've cleared up karma, you know, depending on all these dynamics, right? So these individuals are equally collecting energy. So by their free will choices, some of these individuals be connecting to karmic energies and they're stacking it up. And then they want to come around you, right? Because of their lifestyle choices, their free will choices. Some of these individuals, you feel where I'm going? You guys are showing the world the real you. Full moon in Aquarius. But many of these people aren't. And that's why you guys are being guided. Look, you can't make people be real. No matter what you sense. No matter what you know. Right? You can't do that. That's their choice. So be okay with ghosting. Be okay with that. It'll serve you well to get okay with it. Or wreck your head and your brain on trying to understand why, trying to figure it out, trying to gather facts, trying to convince them to see the light. And you heard me? All right, team, what's the message? for my beautiful collective here. Ooh, a fiery climax. Ooh. It's approaching, y'all. That goes with the conclusion card. Yes. As you continue to show the world the real you. And some of y'all about to see the truth in 3D. And not just your intuition. Things that were hidden. A fiery climax. I know it sounds creepy, right, y'all? Like she tripping. Last message for y'all. Your angel answer. So bring something to your mind right now. Regarding how it, relates to the reading. Bring it to your heart, your mind space. Set that intention. Get some angel answers, some intuitively guided angel answers as it pertains to this message, this reading for you. The topic of ghosting and what's been revealed. So if there's a person, if there's a situation that you have in mind, whatever that is, start bringing it to mind. Thank you, Light Team, in accordance with the collective that this message is for. Please give high, intuitively, angel answer guidance. Please and thank you, high vibrations, benevolence only. Those that are resonating with this reading, the questions that are on their mind, angel answers. So for some of you, whatever you're asking, the message is there is a peaceful resolution coming. Okay? For whoever this is, a peaceful resolution, and be open to what that is. Don't put an attachment or an expectation of outcome. It just simply means that there is some form of a peaceful resolve, which goes with a fiery climax approaches anyway, right? Look, big happy changes. So no matter what's showing up in this dynamic, whatever these questions you guys are having, essentially still big happy changes, okay? A peaceful resolution for you, big happy changes, okay? Boom. Look at this. I flipped over by itself. What the hell? Ooh. Okay. More information is coming. That's what I pick up on this. It says get more information. I feel like more information is coming, which is going to bring the success. And whatever that is for you, okay? Keep trusting in source, though, and that intuition. That's what this is kind of essentially about. All right, anything else, Light Team? Whoever has questions here pertains to this reading. Perfect timing. So all of this is going to play out in perfect timing. Okay, so in terms of these questions that you guys may have on your mind, situations, circumstances, individuals, that the peaceful resolution, the information is coming, leading to a success. All of this is going to all be synchronized as you just keep in alignment with perfect timing, okay? Perfect timing. Let go, though, okay? And that's what the going ghost is all about. Letting go, okay? Releasing that attachment to situations, circumstances, people, even if you like them, you're bored, whatever. It's like, let go. If the intuition is kicking in, saying let go, well, it kind of serve you well to kind of let go. You do have a free will, but it'll serve you well. Because sometimes things are just simply too toxic. You deserve purity. You deserve sincerity. You deserve authenticity. You deserve to receive what you give. And sometimes individuals aren't vibrating there. Okay? And to be clenching for dear life onto them is only going to hurt you. You can. Trust me, I've been down that road 100,000 times. We can. And it hurts you. when you could have been self-care, beautifying yourself, getting healthy, manifesting caring connections and friendships, seeking hobbies, doing things with your time so you don't feel like you're just sitting there and your mind is like, ooh, tumbleweeds. You know what I'm saying? Like doing, you know what I'm saying? Because often it's this boredom that keeps a lot of us staying connected to this middle column here. So asking the higher guidance system, like, hey, help a sister, help a brother. Look, shit. Give me a high vibrational, healthy hobby to invest in and shiznit. Something that's going to uplift my energy and make me feel good and rebuild so that I'm not constantly clenching because I'm bored. And my mind has got tumbleweeds. You know what I'm saying? Rolling. Right? Let go. Going goes. Some of y'all just say no. Oh my. Whoever had a question on mine, nope. The answer was no. And look, for some of y'all, it's yes. Look at that. So it's a mixed bag in the group. Some of y'all is no, and maybe some of y'all is both. And I say that because it's let go, no, yes, and recovery. And so what I'm picking up with that is basically what it's saying here. Perfect timing. There's a recovery of sorts. Whatever recovery means. So that is why it's a yes and a no. Because there still needs to be a letting go. So that recovery, true recovery can be taken care of. There's no need for y'all to worry. Okay. Whatever is going to happen is near future. Perfect timing in the near future. Okay. There are things being reconsidered in the background. Continue to ask your angels. Continue to try to exert forgiveness. If that's the middle column is regarding people that you were in relationships with, whether it's friends, families, or lovers, and there's like these deep roots of pain and toxicity or whatever, continue to ask your team to help you to like keep your heart forgiving, cleansing the pain or whatever. And even forgiving of yourself where you kind of maybe beat up on yourself because of it, Get around some truly helpful people. Our surroundings matter. I have learned this so freaking hard. It's a saying that says we are the company we keep. I've learned this. And the saying is not meant to be judgy. The saying is just simply pointing at the law of cause and effect, the law of rhythm, the law of vibration, the law of resonance. We are the company we keep. So, when we allow ourselves to stay too long in these middle column scenarios, it's not very helpful. You may have to do it online. I understand COVID. I understand the limitations some of us may have or the concerns. But asking our guidance system, like, okay, who truly helpful? That's not finna violate me in some kind of way. That's not gonna exploit me in some kind of way. They ain't on that fuck shit. That's all, you know what I'm saying? Because it helps you to continue to grow and be encouraged to have positive energy reinforced in your life in some way. If it's an online community, hopefully I give y'all some of it here. I hope. My goal is to certainly give you guys some positivity and some encouraging energy here. Yeah. And for some of y'all, just need to accept sometimes things are just wrong timing. Like people have to go down their journeys and paths, and some people resist their processes. And so, hey, to try to be dealing with these individuals in the wrong time is only going to hurt everybody. Many people have to learn how to communicate openly and honestly and clearly. And a lot of these people in this middle column, they don't. They do not. Okay. All right, you guys. That concludes this reading. Thank you for your patience and bearing with me, you guys. I'm gonna get better, okay? At kind of fine tuning this stuff, because I am meditating a lot and asking for like help and structure and some kind of strategy, and to kind of like, I am asking about it because I do want to make it a lot simpler and not as long. Though I enjoy this. It's natural for me. It's my soul. It's my soul's purpose. But I do realize, like, okay, let's make some shorter ones, so people can just have something short and quick. And, Then when I want to get into the discussions, maybe I need to create a whole discussion series where, okay, those will be the longer ones, you know what I'm saying, versus the readings. And so I'm really working hard, you guys. So just hang in there. I do appreciate all of you who take your time to even hear me and listen. And I hope it serves you and benefits you in a good way for your life. I don't proclaim to have all answers and know all things. I simply share my resonance, my journey, my story, the crafts and gifts in which I carnated with from my perspective. That's it, and that's all. And what I'm guided to do, and if it's meant for you and it resonates, great. But I don't proclaim to have the know-all, end-all to life. And anyone who does, that should cause you to raise your eyebrow. Just saying. Okay. It's a journey, y'all. All right. I love you guys. I hope y'all have a wonderful, tasteful, tactful, truthful Tuesday in your life, okay? Get okay with going ghost. Follow that higher resonance. Whatever that means for you. You're worthy and deserving of a peaceful, blissful, blessed, happy, healthy, whole life. And you're worthy of those types of connections. Okay? We can't fix people. We can't save people. That is not our job. It's a violation to their free will, and it's a violation to us. Right? Let go. And wish them well, Do it in a way, feel your feels, whatever you have to do. But beautiful souls, y'all got too much wonderfulness happening and shit. If y'all resonating with this here, okay? And y'all doing a thing. Maybe that's why Source and my light team wanted me to bring the message for you guys. Somebody said peace and love. Oh, thank you. Somebody said you too. Somebody says hi. Filing for divorce this year. Somebody says thanks. You guys are very welcome. Somebody says I'm funny. I know, right? I know. Like, I try to tell people, I'm like, don't get it twisted with Bloomy. Yeah, I'm deep and serious and all whatever, old soul, but I'm kind of a clown. Somebody said have a great day. Thank you, whoever said that. I am so sad. Wait, who's sad? No sad. Wait, what does that say? I saw sad. I saw somebody say, oh, I missed it. Seems. Oh, so whoever said that though. Oh, yeah. Okay. So y'all, these live tarot readings, I put them on my YouTube platform. I think I need to keep remembering to say it. I'll be forgetting. Because, people come in at different times. So you guys don't even get to see the whole shit. So this is why I purposefully put them on the YouTube platform for you guys, okay? So if you feel guided to go to my TikTok bio, and then there's a YouTube icon. If you click it, it'll take you straight over to the Bloom From Within Love, which is my platform. And if you subscribe and select notification for all, as soon as this video here from TikTok is uploaded, you'll be notified about it, okay? So if that helps for any of you that are interested in that, and you want to be able to replay it or look at it from start to finish, it will be uploaded. I'm gonna get it up as soon as I can, okay? Also, if you guys feel guided and you guys kind of like my vibe and what I do here, if you're not already following me, I invite you to do so. And if you feel guided to share and invite others to follow, if you feel others can benefit, of course, under your guidance, I invite you to do so. Okay, I appreciate y'all time. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate y'all high vibes and positivity. And for those of you who said you sad, I thought I saw something. Somebody said sad or no sad. I can understand it. I'm just trying to be comforting. Feel your feels. Go within, whoever this is for. Go within, whatever that means for you. Feel your feelings. But just know that no matter what the situation is, I know I don't know the full stories of you guys. I get it. I understand there's always three sides to a story. I understand we always have, you know what I'm saying, karma or karmic issues at play. But I just want to say that whatever this pain or whatever the situation, as you choose to align with your higher self and work things out from within, I promise you it won't always be like this. Okay? It won't. Somebody says, sorry, I just meant like I'm sad because you missed the reading. Okay, yeah, I caught on to that. Whoever said that. I did finally see that. But I thought I saw something else. Like somebody said that they're divorcing, or someone else had a message about I'm divorcing. And because I don't get to see these messages. Yeah, somebody said like they're filing or something. So I'm like, oh, man. You know, but hey, sometimes, you know, like this reading is pointing out to all of us, like sometimes that's for the best. So, you know, I know it hurts, but only your higher self really know the full dynamic, and maybe there's something better coming along. Who knows, right? All right, you guys. Hope y'all have a wonderful day. Somebody said I'm free. Well, shoes, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And that's what it's all about. Who wants to feel in bondage? You know what I'm saying? And toxic and all their life. You know what I'm saying? Behind connections. It's just not worth it. It's not. All right, you guys. Appreciate y'all. Love and light. Namaste.